Hello, hello, hello. If this is the first time you've been in one of my live streams, my name is Braille. Welcome to the Pedestal Wife Society. Let's talk about the glow up mentally. Start your glow up mentally before you even start thinking about it on a physical level. Now, if you can do both, go ahead. I don't have a problem with the woman that can multitask and be able to handle both of these glow ups at the same time. If you can handle the mental glow up that is required and be able to handle y'all, so hold on a second. Let me cut this off. At the same time, if you can handle the mental glow, of course, this would be the day it decides to work today. But let's get back to the conversation. Start your mental glow up first. Why? Why is your mental glow up important? First of all, I'm going to go through a list of things that I have found that women need to work on first before they even begin the journey of physically glowing up. You need to work on these few things because these things I have seen been a hindrance to the woman's glow up. And usually it's the mental aspect of it all, the mental learning that she needs to do before she even gets into the aspect of physically leveling up. First of all, very first tip I can give from all of any of my clients and any of the pedestal wives that I have worked with one-on-one is be like Esther and be coachable. Be open to constructive criticism. Realize that everyone isn't telling you something to harm you. Stop being so triggered emotionally that as soon as someone gives you something that you need to work on or they criticize you about some specific thing, you get all up in your feels and you no longer want to listen to a person. So be open to constructive criticism. Realize it doesn't matter how far along in your journey that you've come. Trust me when I tell you there's always something to learn. Know when it is better to be the student than the teacher. That is one thing that I've learned, that women who are very successful in this lifestyle, they have perfected that. They know when it's time to be a student and learn, and when it's time to be the teacher and teach. So be open to constructive criticism. Another thing that I have learned is get around like-minded women. Get around like-minded women. Stop being in spaces that tell you that you cannot dream or have a desire. Stop being in spaces that tell you because they could not achieve it, that is not open to you, that you cannot have what you've always dreamed about because it doesn't seem possible. Get around like-minded women that will encourage your dreams, encourage you to desire, encourage you to continue on this path. You do not know how valuable it is to be a part of a community that when you are trying to learn more and go to that next level and evolve, that they will cheer you on versus telling you that you cannot achieve it or it's not open to you, or because you had a baby you can't have it, or because you made a mistake in the past it's not open to you. If you're around people who continue to tell you the same thing over and over and over, start get new friends, get new people to hang around. Stop hanging around people who want to crush your dreams and your desires. Learn how to agree to disagree. Learn that you do not, and you are not. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I live by being on social media, I was not put here to persuade, to debate, to make someone see my perspective or how I perceive things. Learn to leave it at, we're going to agree to disagree. Do not run up your blood pressure or run yourself to the ground trying to get everyone to see your perspective or understand you. Guess what? We literally live in a world where everyone is not meant to understand you or understand where you're going, what you're doing. Trust me, I deal with this all the time. Me being on social media, I am an exception. I am an exception because most women who achieve what they're wanting to achieve, they don't go on social media. They literally continue to live their best life, level up, be on somebody's island, someone's vacation, living their best life. They don't think about passing information down to women who need access to that information. So you have to learn, do not waste your energy. Do not try to debate, persuade, or get someone to see your perspective. That is not your job. You are not put here to persuade other people that you are right or you are wrong. That is not your job. If they don't see it, or they don't have an understanding, or it doesn't resonate with you, leave them where you left them at or where you found them at. Learn to agree, disagree. Learn about your target. I think it's been very overwhelming to realize a lot of women do not understand their target. Your target is provisions and provider men, but you do not understand how men think. Understand and learn about men. You cannot be successful with around your target if you don't understand the target in the first place. Avoid women and men who have a victim mindset. You're going to come across these type of individuals all the time. You're going to come across individuals who want to persuade you or they want to detour you from getting to your own goal because they're too busy trying to persuade you that they are a victim. And they want to be seen as such, and they want to be celebrated as such. Avoid men or women who have a victim mentality because they will stop you from moving to that next level or evolving. And here is a big one. Here's a big one. I'm going to tell you why I'm so confident in the things that I do, why I'm so confident in the moves that I am making, why I am on social media when I don't have to be. I can literally decide to exit stage left and leave social media behind. I am so confident that I wouldn't even say a purpose. I would say a heart-centered mission. Heart-centered mission to pass information down in the way it should be from elders to women. Usually, this is a position of your elders, of your Grammys, of your mothers. They're supposed to tell you what I am telling you now. Since I know that we literally are part of a community, especially if you're part of the Black community, we're part of a community that does not have that. That factor is missing. So I have a heart-centered mission to pass information down. And with having that heart-centered mission, I have to have faith outside of myself that no matter what I am doing, the right people will come along. The right women will hear my message. It will resonate with the right group of women. I don't have to advertise. I don't have to go find. I don't have to search. I don't have to do trending messages in order to get this message out here to the masses because I have faith, and this is having faith outside of yourself. You have to figure out what that is. I'm not going to say what that is because every woman has to build that for herself. Maybe some of you all, your faith is you have a faith in God. You know that God is looking out for you and everything's going to work out to your good or your betterment. Maybe it's not along the lines of God. Maybe it's along the lines of spirituality, along the lines of source, along the lines of universe. I don't care what lines that those are in. What I care more is you having faith outside of yourself. A lot of us get so caught up in how is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? How is it going to come or come to be? You get so caught up in the details of it that you can't even enjoy the journey. I can enjoy the journey because I have faith regardless of what's happening in my real life, regardless of what's happening in my social media life. Everything is going to work out to the betterment of me. Everything that's going on in my world, in Braille's world, in the Pedestal wife's world, everything that's working out in my world is working to my betterment. Have faith outside of yourself. It will be the thing that's going to help you continue on when you have nothing else to give, when you have nothing else to pull from. If you have faith outside of yourself, you know that whatever you have or whatever dreams you have or whatever you're trying to accomplish for yourself, it will come to be no matter what is in your way. I don't care what's in your path. I don't care what's stopping you. I don't care what you are trying to achieve. If it's meant for you, baby, it is yours. No one else can take something that is meant for you. No one can take something that has your name on it. And I believe that, and that's having faith outside of yourself. And you should have faith outside of yourself so that you don't have to sit here and get caught up in so many questions or get deflected or get misdirected in a different direction that's not going to benefit you. So have faith outside of yourself. Figure out what that is. Is that source? Is that universe? Is it spirituality? Is it God? I don't care what it is. Build that part of yourself so that when you know that things are happening in your life, you don't care what's happening because you know everything is to your betterment. Everything in your world is going to get you to one place of your dreams happening, your happiness, your beautiful marriage, your children, the wealth, the riches, whatever it is that you desire, it is coming because you have faith outside of yourself. Figure out how to stay learning. Like that seems to be one of the biggest issues that I come across. Some women think they have arrived and they know everything, that they know which, they don't need any help. They don't want any mentors. They don't want any coaching. And that's fine. That's fine. As long as you have that faith in yourself, anything is possible. You don't really need any of these things. But realize that when it's time to listen, listen. When it's time to learn, learn. When it's time to teach, teach. Know the difference and know when it's your time to do so. Trust me when I tell you, there's always confirmation when it's your time. There's always signs when it's your time. There's always some type of sign or confirmation that lets you know it is your time to teach or it's your time to learn. Know the difference and stop closing yourself off to like-minded women. Stop getting so upset and up in your feels when people are trying to give you constructive criticism because they want to see you succeed. Realize that if you're in a space where the women are trying to bring you down or they're trying to break you down or trying to ruin your self-confidence versus a space where they're trying to build you up, they're trying to help you, they're trying to direct you, they're trying to give you the game that they've already learned. Maybe they see something in you and they want to assist. Maybe they see success or greatness in you or queendom in you and they want to help you along that journey. Y'all stop turning these people away who want to help you. Do y'all realize everybody is not coming in your life to charge you, abuse you, or take advantage of you? Some people are really there to confirm and help you on your journey, to help you to your betterment. But if you don't recognize a difference, you're turning away an angel. You're turning away someone who's trying to help you and assist you. And I've had that happen in coaching. I've had that happen when I had to back off or step aside because I could tell that person wasn't ready. I could tell what I'm giving them, they're not ready for that next level. They're preventing their own evolution. Know when you're trying, know when that is happening for you. Know when someone is trying to really assist you and they're really there for you. It's not about money for them. It's not about them. It's not about getting their name out for them. It is actually for you. They're there to help you. They've really been brought into your life because you asked God for help or assistance. You ask God for confirmation. You ask God for a teacher. You ask God for a coach. You ask God for assistance, and then your assistant shows up and you turn your assistant away. You turn your help away. You turn someone away who is trying to help you on this journey to evolve and go to that next level. Recognize the difference. That is one of the reasons that I'm seeing that women are stuck, stagnant, and minimizing themselves because they will get the assistant, they will get the confirmation, they'll get the mentor, they'll get the coach, they'll get the teacher, but you don't recognize that person in that form. You don't recognize it for what it is because you haven't grown up mentally. You're stuck and stagnant. And trust me, I see these things all the time. You don't recognize when you're getting assistance, when that person is there to help you, but you turn away their help because you don't recognize that they are there to help you. You don't recognize that they want to see you do well. They want to see you win. They want to see you accomplish your goals and live out your dreams. Be open to constructive criticism. I would say that is the biggest issue for women's level up. And that's the reason why I always suggest leveling up mentally first before you even focus on the physical part. We have a lot of leveled up Barbies, but not a lot of leveled up mentally ready Barbies. Some of these Barbies have the physical look of the Pedestal wife. They move like one. They talk like one. But as soon as they come to a issue or they come to a place where they are stuck or stagnant, they come to a place where they're not able to accept criticism and not just criticism, constructive criticism. Remember, there is a difference. If you're dealing with someone who just want to criticize you, who doesn't want to assist you, who doesn't want to help you, they just want to tear you down, that's a whole different story. When I'm saying constructive criticism, this means this person cares about you. They want to see you evolve. They want to see you live out their dreams. I come in contact with a lot of beautiful women beautiful women physically, feminine, but mentally, if I was to put them in a room with leveled up, conscious, high value, high quality men, they will fold like paper. You have to realize one of the reasons why I want you to glow up mentally first before you do it physically is because you're going to be tested along the way. You're going to be told that you're not eligible or you don't qualify for your dream. You're going to be told that it's something that's out of your range or out of your qualifiers. It's something that you're not deserving of. You're going to be told this probably daily, especially if you've had some changes in your life or you've had some things that is not socially acceptable. They are going to tell you that you don't qualify every single time. You have to have a different mentality that it doesn't matter what someone tells you, you're going to have it. It doesn't matter what someone denies you of, you're still going to have it. When you know that you know that you know that you know that no matter what you're doing currently in life, that everything that you want has your name on it, you no longer get disgusted or upset when you're turned away from one thing. You don't get disgusted, upset, or dejected because it didn't work out, because you know everything in life has your name on it. Everything in life is going to be for your betterment. So you don't have to sit here and stress the small stuff. Some of you all get so stressed out because it just didn't work out. That's one man, one guy that didn't see your value, one person who didn't treat you well, one person who didn't see the pedestal wife inside, and you're going in destruction mode. You're no longer wanting the dream because someone told you that you don't qualify for it or they denied you for it. This is the reason why you have to be mentally ready. You have to be built differently mentally before you start dating, because there could be plenty of people who tell you can't have something. Just when I tell you, I've been told so many times I can't have this, I can't have that, or I don't qualify for this. I've been told so many times, and I one of the things I love to do, I love to live my life out loud and show you that anything that has my name on it is mine. I love proving you wrong. I've been told with my autoimmune disease that I would never walk again. I walked. I have been told plenty of times that you won't find a man that's going to treat you and put you on a pedestal in the way that you desire. I married him 21 years ago. I've been told that you're not going to be able to find evolved and leveled up women. I met them online. I've been told so many different things that I can't have, or I don't deserve, or you can't get, or it's never going to happen. You have to be built mentally differently to live this life. Do not go into this life thinking, oh, everything's going to fall in order and I'm going to get it immediately and I'm going to just be able to live out my best life immediately in a manner that I want it to happen right now. This is the reason why the glow up mentally has to happen first. You need to have that mental fortitude, that fortress that lets you know that you can have anything that you want in life. And you can't be detoured or dejected because someone says that you can't have it. Trust me when I tell you, people are going to tell you all the time you can't have it. I was told that I cannot have social media, that you can't have it. You can't build a social media following. Baby, didn't I show them better than I can tell them anything? I showed them that I can have a social media follower. I can build a social media follower, and I can find like-minded and connect with like-minded women who believe in some of the similar things I believe in. They told me you can't have that. You're just looking for fame. Yeah, I can tell you right now, I'm not looking for fame. You know why? Because with fame sounds hard, and I don't do hard, I do easy. So fame sounds hard. I don't desire fame. But it's interesting the things that people pull out of their bum to tell you that you can't have something, or that it's not for you, or that you weren't meant to have it, or that because they couldn't get it, you can't have it. And you have to be built mentally differently in order to be able to sustain from falling in the trap of thinking that you can't have these very things that these people didn't have. Do y'all realize that people tell you can't have something because they weren't able to accomplish it for themselves? They'll tell you can't have something, you can't have the husband, you can't have the children, you can't have the wealth, you can't have the riches, that you can't have anything that you want in this life because they weren't able to achieve it for themselves. And they hate to be looked at as though that they are a liar. And I'm going to tell you, if no one else tells you, I'm going to get before you on this social media. at 1:23 Eastern Standard Time p.m. in North Carolina that regardless if they tell you that you can't have it, you can have anything that you desire. Everything around you is an illusion. You can take back control at any moment, at any time. You can take control of your life and build the life that you desire. You can have the husband, you can have the riches, you can have the wealth. It doesn't matter about how many children you have. It doesn't matter about how many mistakes you've had. It doesn't matter about your age. It doesn't matter if you got 1 leg, 2 legs, 5 legs, 3. It doesn't matter if you got a disability. It doesn't matter if you sit back, you got Tourette's. It doesn't matter if you talk fast, talk slow, talk none, talk little. It doesn't matter. It only matters what you decide that you want to have for yourself. When you learn that, that is power in itself. That is power in itself. This is the reason why it is better for you to start your glow up mentally first before you start your glow up physically. Yes, I want you to look good, smell good. Because when you look good, you smell good, you feel good. And that is self-confidence in itself. But I need you to have that mental fortitude, that mental fortress that no matter what someone tells you that you cannot have, you already know that your name is on it. So I'm just going around here just like Pokemon. I'm snatching up everything with my name on it. And I just want you to come along for the ride. My page is not really to persuade you that this is the right path or the right thing or the right thing to do or debate. It's none of that. My page is for you to have that elder in place that you do not have currently in your real life, to let you know that it is possible. Everything that you desire, if dream of, think of, daydream of, you can have. Everything you think you cannot have, it is just an illusion. Anytime that you decide to take back control of your life, you can have it. And that's what I want you to know. But one of the things you have to be is stop being so sensitive to constructive criticism. Stop being so nonchalant when people give you advice that's going to assist, especially if a woman has been there, done that, has the t-shirt burning, and she is living a different lifestyle. She's changed her entire life. Why wouldn't you sit down and take notes? Why are y'all sitting here going against the very women that are out here trying to help you? Baby, they're trying to do more than what I would do. They're trying to do more than I would do. Because let me tell you what Bro will not do. Bro will not get on this worldwide web and sit here and try to persuade or debate you that you deserve a better life if you don't decide or think you deserve a better life. That is not my calling in life. My calling in life is heart-centered. I have a heart-centered mission just to pour into the women that are behind me. That is all, and that is it. But I do not have, it's not a part of my mission to try to persuade you. It's not a part of my mission to try to debate you and to getting a better life for yourself. It's just my part to let you know and give the message to you. I know that God is actually working through me because honestly, I know that God is giving me this ability because he doesn't want me to waste it. He wants me to pour into women that are behind me because he let me walk. He let me talk. Do y'all know 5 or 6 years ago, I was in a wheelchair? Have I ever shared that? No, I don't really talk about it because it's in the past. 5 years ago, wheelchair, unable to speak, mind discombobulated. God brought me back for a reason. And I'm using these gifts to help you where I could be just celebrating and praising God and living and being on an island on vacation 24/7. But I am not going to ignore his calling because he's blessed me so much. So let's stop before we get emotional because I got a message and I don't want to lose the message in the emotion. All right. And I know y'all like, you always telling me don't ignore emotions. I'm not. I don't want to lose this message when he is speaking through me to help another woman by getting too emotional. That's the reason why I'm trying to put it on the back burner. Because every time I think about it, my heart drops. Hello, Pedestal Wives. How are y'all doing? Yay. I'm so happy y'all are here. I'm coming back. I'm going to give the video a quick like. Y'all like the video so we can grow. Don't forget to like the video. Please make sure you like the video. Pick this on a poll. Self-love is the best love. Absolutely. Thank you for the video. Do you think that when you feel good on the outside, such as makeover or physically leveling up, that it affects how you feel on the inside? Absolutely, it does. So I'm not negating that. And I absolutely do want you to level up physically. Remember, you got to have walking power in this life. You cannot get married to these high quality, high value men and not learn to create walking power for yourself. Walking power is the financial wealth. You should not just be the wife of a rich man. You should become a rich woman over time. You should allow his riches to fund your riches. So walking power, riches, plus keeping yourself together, your look together, your energy together, making sure you have walking power. To some aspect, absolutely. But for that feeling to be easily and permanently tapped into, you must level up on the inside. I think most women stop at the outside. A lot of women don't do the inner work and embody a new leveled up mindset and therefore stay stagnant, conscious cocoon. The outside helps, but it is not enough. It isn't. It isn't. I'm telling you from a perspective of a coach. At one point, I coached a lot. I've taken a step back because I realized that women, they need more than coaching right now. Right now, you need to start embodying the prize. You need to embody the energy of queendom, the energy of princess. You need to get your mentality right so that it works inside out. That's one of the things I'm finding is that a lot of women need to do that mental work first, because a lot of them are doing the physical work. A lot of them are beautiful Barbies, but when they are challenged or tested, they fall to the wayside. When they're challenged or tested, instead of them asking for more, and I think that's been a part of my platform for a very long time. I've always told you all that when you think you're asking for more, you're not asking enough. And that's facts. A lot of times the beautiful Barbies are so beautiful. They smell good, they talk well, they can adapt and be in any space. But when they're challenged, they fall flat. They don't stand on their own and stand steadfast in what they dream or desire. They literally will accept less. And I've had this happen more than once. When I've done some coaching, I'm gonna give you an example without, giving some, I'll make sure I protect my client, because I don't do that. I don't like to talk about my clients, because one of the things I've taught them is to move in silence. My clients are the ones who pop out with the ringo. They're the ones who pop out and they already done got married. They're the ones that pop out, they done had a baby. They have learned from me, privacy is everything. But one of the things I have found is that the mental glow up is so important, that I had a client. She's young, beautiful, educated, everything you can think of. Everything she should be asking for, not even the ceiling, but beyond for what she wants. But she started talking to this high value guy. And then I noticed that when they start having these conversations, I noticed that everything was about what he wanted. Everything was about what will make him happy. And I'm like, hold up, baby girl. Didn't I teach you better than that? You know good and well over here, we don't ask for permission to live and live our desires and dreams out. So I don't hear anything of what you desire in this relationship. It sounds like he's setting the entire tone. It seems like that he is getting everything that he wants out of this relationship. But baby, how you feel about this relationship? And then in further digging, I realized that she just had a fear because she was like 36 years old. 36 years old, she felt like, oh, I want to have babies, I want to get married. And she felt like that was the best way to get it done. She was thinking more along the line of her biological clock. And see, that was messing up her whole negotiation phase. She was giving everything away on a silver platter. And that scared me. That's the reason why I said, hold up, pump your brakes. And that's the reason why sometimes you do need a coach. Sometimes you do need a mentor. Sometimes you do need a woman who's already done there, been that, has a t-shirt, wore it once, put it up, changed it all around, and got the same t-shirt on again or a different blouse. Because she's going to help you realize that you're not asking for enough. And that's what I did. I helped her renegotiate everything, even down to what he was asking for. He literally was asking, I told y'all, masculine energy men move differently. They ask for what they want. Y'all have never, maybe you have never dealt with one or dated one. You don't know when one comes to the table, they tell you, hey, I want a kid in this amount of time. I want you to do this, this, and this. And that's how they talk. Before, when they're talking about marriage, they talk about what they want. And I realized the negotiation phase wasn't happening for her. She was just laying down and going with the flow for everything that he wanted, but she wasn't asking for what she wanted in the relationship. And I can tell it was weighing on her. And my job as the coach and the mentor, the person to step in and say, hey, you're not asking enough. How about she got mad at me? Okay, y'all make that make sense. How about she got mad with me and basically told me I didn't know what I was talking about because I was already married. And I don't know what it means to be in fear of not having children and family. And I was like, see, fear and desperation will get you every time. And this is the reason why you have to address these things that are going on in your head. Address the mental glow up first before you address the physical. Because if you have these things hindering you from achieving your dreams, you're going to be upset, negative, and not happy because you're going to take less than what you deserve because you don't think that you're going to be able to get it. And we didn't fall out because y'all, if you coached with me before, you already know I'm very laid back. I'm very chill. I read the room very well. If I realize that you are not, we're not benefiting each other anymore, I'll step back and step away. And once I make my mind up to step back and step away, baby, I don't come back. That's on standard. That's on boundaries. That's on knowing who you are as a woman. So I don't come back. What happened was, guess what? It fell apart. Why did it fall apart? Because even he felt like that he was getting too much and she was getting too little. See, masculine energy recognized desperation immediately and they will back away and they will fall back. So it didn't even go through. It didn't even go through. I told her she was giving away everything. And a man can tell when he's not dealing with a pedestal wife versus a average woman. She went into average woman mode, desperation, loneliness. Oh, I got to get him and lock him down before this is my only opportunity. And he could feel that energy, baby, and he backed away from the entire thing. So guess what she had to do? She had to start all over, go back to the drawing board. And then since she didn't listen to what I talked about rotational dating either, so she had no other guys to date. See, and that's the reason why I backed away and backed out. But you have to be able to take constructive criticism. She took it as a criticism because I was telling her she wasn't asking for enough, that she needs to stand up for herself, that he's going to notice that everything is being given to him, but she's not asking for what she wants, and her price is too low. And he recognized it. And he pretty much, I guess, all of the, when it came down to all of the glamour and all of the beauty, all of that stuff fell away when he got to know the woman within. When he realized that she's not a woman above other women. She's just like any other women who are in desperation mode. So he backed away from the table. And she got mad at me too. Okay, so she no longer works with me, but it's not my fault, baby girl. She knows who she is. It's not my fault. I tried to make sure you secured that bag and that ring, but you didn't want to listen to me how to proceed. And I will back away. I'm not the coach that's gonna yell at you, argue with you. If you know best and you don't want to listen, baby, I'll let you reap the benefits, because sometimes that indicates to me that you need to learn from a harsh lesson. All right, so let's get into what everybody else is in. Right now, I'm doing transgenerational trauma inner work. Absolutely. Why can I attract so many men to me everywhere I go, but I cannot keep them after 2 days or 2 months? Any ideas? Okay. That could be so many different things. That could be environment. That could be internally. That could be how you're presenting yourself. That could be how you're communicating. I'll have to know more information in order to determine what that is, because that could be so many different things. If you can't keep them after 2 dates, maybe you're dating the wrong type of men for yourself. That's going to be interested and want to go that next level. Do you think addressing the outside will attract prospects before you're ready? Absolutely. Absolutely. I see that all the time. A lot of women will attract the prospects, but when they're challenged, the mental issues, well, I ain't gonna say mental issues, because I don't want to make people sound like they're mentally unstable, even though some of them are now. Some of them do have mental issues. But when you don't have a clear idea of what you want in a relationship, that he's going to be able to recognize that. And that becomes an issue. So women will attract men who are high value, high quality based off looks, because men are visual creatures. But if that the mental glow up has not been done, you will lose him, period. These men can smell when there's blood in the water. They can smell when they're dealing with a desperate, lonely, woman who's pretending to be a pedestal wife or above average. They can tell. I think some women think I can hide it with makeup and nice clothes and beautiful shoes. Baby, you can't. You can't. Men can smell desperation or blood in the water. And what they will do, they will treat you just like the average woman. If you want to be treated better, they expect to be put through the paces. They expect to be to not get it for free. They expect for you to have high standards. They expect to jump through hoops. And so when you get into a relationship and you're full of desperation and loneliness and you don't you just putting on a mask of the pedestal wife to get him, they start to turn around and back away because, hey, you're not what you're advertising. You're advertising one thing, but truly, you're just that scared little girl who doesn't love herself or doesn't have strong boundaries or doesn't have standards or doesn't put her on a pedestal or doesn't have self-care or self-love. And when they remove that mask, they're not interested anymore. A lot of women believe that the only reason some women get certain things is because of looks. I can tell you a lot of times it's not the looks. Yes, the looks help because men are visual creatures, but it's the mental, the thinking that helps her get the things that she wants in life. Have you ever followed a woman or been around a woman that gets everything she ever wants? Everything that she ever wants is always on a silver platter. Why is that? Because she has the thinking that she can have everything on a silver platter, that everything comes to her easy, that anything that she wants has her name on it, that she is going to be having nothing but surrounded by abundance and love and joy, everything that she wants in her life. First, it's a thought before it becomes reality. And those women are not scared of going after those things that they desire. This message is gold and not very popular. I used to pay so much attention to my outer appearance, literally dripping in designer clothes and bags, and I still attract a low value losers and predictors. Absolutely, absolutely. And you will. That's the thing about it. When it comes down to it, it doesn't matter. I don't care how many videos you watch about leveling up. I don't care how much in physical improvement that you do to your body and your looks and your makeup and your dresses and your shoes. If your mental is not glowed up, if your mental has not leveled up and evolved, then you will still continue to have the same results when your mask is removed. Trust me, what men are looking for, and this is what is the unpopular opinion. Men are looking for women who are not like the average woman. The average woman is desperate, lonely, people pleasers, nice girls that try to do anything to get someone to like them. Men are looking for women who are not like that. They're looking for women who know their worth, who know what they want, they have a dream or desire, and they're not going to stop until they get it. They're not going to stop, and they're going to shake the table until it happens. They want women that are above the average. They want pedestal wives. They want women who think of themselves, not just think of themselves as a wonderful woman. They want a woman who's actually going to exude and embody that energy. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss the question. If the inside has not been dressed, will this woman be prayed? Absolutely. Baby, you were right. You hit the nail on the head. I swear. And that's what I keep seeing. This is the reason why I'm doing this video, and I'm glad y'all voted for it, because I keep seeing. One of the things I'm very self-reflective. Since I'm very self-reflective, I've always looked at what makes these type of women over here that I coach, why aren't they successful? And what makes these women over here successful? What is the difference between the two? And I'm going to tell you from a coach's perspective, what I've been able to see. That's what this list started from. I literally wrote out a list of things I have seen in my coaching and what I've seen between the two different groups of women. The women who do not get the things that they dream or desire, I've learned that they don't take constructive criticism. Not well. They're overly emotional, they overthinkers. They got scenarios and what if out the behind, at the group, the like it just goes over your head with how many what if scenarios they have. So what I found, constructive criticism, what if scenarios. They don't know how to be present in their bodies, and they're always looking for scripts instead of concepts. Another thing that I have found that they aren't being able to be very successful is because of the fact that they don't know how to get around like-minded women. A lot of times that they have friends, family members that are very divisive or decisive into what they're trying to achieve. They tend to hold on to those people because they're the day ones or something. I keep hearing that over and over. That's my day one, Braille. I can't let her go. Braille, I can't let him go because we friends. And that is an issue. You have to learn to let people go when they no longer serve you. You have to know to let go of people who are not leveling you up or evolving. You have to let go of those people who are keeping you stagnant. Another thing is they don't know how to agree to disagree. They want to argue. They want to argue their point. They want to debate their point. They want to be right, not realizing sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes it just really doesn't matter. You can agree to disagree and let it go. They don't want to learn about men. They want to learn about the empowerment of being a prize. They want to learn about being a high value woman. They want to learn about being a better woman. They want to learn about how to level up their physicality. They want to learn about what dress, what makeup, what shoes to put on. But they do not want to learn about the target. They don't want to learn about how men think. They get upset when you start even talk about men. I have had women send me nasty emails, DMs, or messages because I've talked about men. And this platform is literally about empowering women. And I believe you have to learn all aspects of your target. You can't just learn about women and what women desire and what will make you a better woman. You have to learn about your target. So that's interesting that they don't want to learn about the target. Or better yet, how about this? My next one is just put the icing on the cake. Victim mindset. I have never seen it so prominent in women is the victim mindset. These women want to be victims so bad. I literally had women who would send me emails about how they are a victim of their circumstance in their life and that they cannot change it. They're literally wanting me to do videos on how sometimes you're stuck and you cannot get up. And I'm like, that does not align with my message and empowerment. So I can't do that type of content. I wish them good luck, and I hope they eventually figure out that they don't have to be a victim. But this victim mindset is very prominent in the women that I have talked to. And I found that to be a very big issue. The elephant in the room is being a victim and trying to figure out how to be a better victim and how everything is not their fault and how that they want to figure out how to place blame, and they want me to help them figure out who to blame. When my platform is literally about empowering women, I'm literally doing the job of an elder. That is what my heart-centered mission is, to do the job of the elder and pass down information, especially when I know, especially in the Black community, that you don't have the elders in the place or position that they're supposed to be in. So that is what I've taken upon myself. But trust me, I have strong boundaries. I will block, delete, and move around very quickly when I realize I am not needed. I don't have this God mentality that I am right and you are wrong, and I have to prove it to you all at all measures. If you're looking for that type of person or coach or person to work with, I am not it. Trust me when I tell you, I move around very quickly. I've spent a lot of time the last couple of days, because I had time, is blocking a lot of people from the platform. Build faith outside yourself. Realize one of the things that have made me sleep peacefully at night is that everything is working to the betterment of me. I don't have to stress myself out. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do everything right, and everything's still going to work out. But that's having faith in God. Build your faith in something. I know that we have a whole nother generation that only has faith in themselves. If that works for you, then it works for me. I'm not saying don't have faith in yourself, but I'm saying sometimes it's better to have faith outside of yourself so that you don't have to sit here and stress the little things. That is what's getting some of you all and hurting your chances of leveling up and evolving. Some of y'all are being hurt by the little things. Some of y'all are letting the what ifs and the scenarios and trying to be perfect and looking for or stretching for perfection that it prevents you from actually trying. If you realize, even if I make a mistake, let's say I make a mistake on my platform, and honestly, I do that all the time. Y'all don't understand how many times I have started climbing and moving forward in a positive way and getting all these subscribers and building that community that I would desire to have, and then for me to lose it all because of something I said, because I was too real for them or it offended them. Instead of me getting upset and quitting and say, oh man, social media ain't for me, I'm not growing fast enough. I watched so and so start a platform 3 months ago and now they have over 100K followers. Instead of me being like that, I realized that what's for me has my name on it. And that means I don't have to stress. I don't have to be perfect. I don't got to be trendy. I don't have to be in the in crowd. I don't got to be popular. I don't got to do any of these things. And people are still going to resonate with me. Women are still going to come to the platform and want to be a part of the community. Why? Because God is working behind the scenes. I have faith outside of myself that I don't have to be perfect. Please take the shield off of perfection. Stop thinking that you have to do it a certain way or you're not going to get it. That's preventing you from going to that next level. That's preventing you from experiencing and evolving because you're too focused on, oh, I got to do it right or I'm not going to get it. Or I got to do it right or I'm not going to have it. Or I got to do it right or I'm going to miss my husband. Baby, let me tell you, you're never going to miss the man that's going to be your husband. Even if you don't meet him till next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, guess what? If that man has your name on him, it doesn't matter what you do, what he does, you will always come back to each other. Stop preventing yourself from living because you're scared of making a mistake. Because whatever has your name on it is yours. And that is what God has put through me to tell you all. Because I have so many high-strung pedestal wives that y'all are so concerned with doing it right because you made a mistake prior. Guess what? Because you had a baby outside of wedlock, it's not going to prevent you from having the husband of your dreams. Because you made a mistake and maybe your name is mud or your reputation is mud, it's not going to prevent you from having the husband of your dreams. Because you made a mistake and you did it young and everybody knows, they're still talking about it, everything that has your name on it is yours. So you don't have to sit and stress about perfection. Let that go. As of this message, let it go. No longer send me DMs about, am I doing this right? Baby, you did it right. You did it right. It's done. And if you didn't do it right, you learned from it, you moved on, you evolved, and you're going to do it right the next time. Trust me when I tell you, everything that you do wrong is a learning. You never really do it wrong. You're just really learning how to do it the right way for you. Stop, get out of your head. I think the world has done people a disservice where they think, oh, I did it wrong, or I did it right. It's not so. All of that is an illusion. It's really a way to keep you from actually taking your power back and keeping control in your hands. It makes sure that you are giving control away. Get rid of this, oh, I'm doing it the right way, I'm doing it the wrong way. Stop it. You're doing it the way for you because you're going to learn. There's a lesson in the learning. There's a lesson that you must get. And it's in everybody's path is different. Maybe I did something that was right for me, and it's right for me to go down this path or say this or do that because it's my path. It's my journey. Everyone has a different journey and a different path. We're not a monolith. Because I did it this way doesn't mean that that is the right way for you. That is the very reason why I don't like scripts. Okay? I said all that to say that. And yes, in the dating workshop coming up in May, I will be giving out scripts. Okay? Don't kill me. I have to do it. Why? Because I have such high-strung pedestal wives that really need a starting place. They're really beginners, fresh off the market. And I have to give them scripts, but I don't like them. And if you've been with me a long time, you know I don't like scripts because you're going to get in a position or something's going to happen and you're going to have to learn to come off the dome. You're going to have to learn to have a mouthpiece. You're going to learn how to flow with the situation. And no matter what I give you, You're going to come against something that I'm not going to prepare you for. But if you get the concept, you'll be prepared. What I don't understand is how can you want a soft level of life but only depend on yourself and not a higher power to bring these things? Faith in God is feminine. It lets you rest and not worry. Absolutely. That's the reason why have faith outside of yourself. Even if you don't believe in God, universe, spirituality, source, I don't care what it is. You got to have faith outside of yourself. You can't walk around thinking that if I don't make the right decision or say the right thing or be with the right person, that everything is going to fall down and I'm not going to be able to live my dreams. You have to have faith outside of yourself to believe no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how many mistakes you make, everything is still going to come back to where you're winning. And that is what I truly believe in. I believe that anything I do, say, I'm always going to come back to the winning position. I'm never going to lose in my life, and you won't either if you change your mentality and start having faith outside of yourself. It is weird to me that some people don't have faith, faith in themselves or outside of themselves. That's another issue I see coming across. I come across women who, y'all have done such a disservice to embody and prize energy. Do y'all realize being the prize is not just an affirmation? You're literally supposed to embody the prize. You're supposed to move like you're the prize. You're supposed to act like you're the prize. You're supposed to speak as though you're the prize. It's not just an affirmation. Yes, you can use it as an affirmation, but baby, if you don't put affirmation plus action, you get nowhere. Faith without work is what? Dead. Faith without work is dead. I know you've been told all your life that you can lay in your bed and sleep and everything will come to you. I'm telling you, still have to live life in order for that to happen. And I want you all to take these suggestions as a way to improve, evolve, and level up. Realize it goes beyond just your looks and your physicality. I want you to look good. I want you to smell good. I want you to feel good. But I also want you to think and embody that prize energy. I want you to feel that you are the prize. I want you to know that you are the prize. I want you to make decisions as though you are the prize. I want you to live the life of being the prize, not just speaking about it. And it's sad that we were given that by a great content creator, but then we've turned it into an affirmation. We've turned it into just using it as a way to say that we're better, but not acting as though we are better. How can you ever, how dare some women, not all, because some women, how dare some women use being the prize as a way just to gender up? And what I mean by gender up, some women are just using to say they're better than men, but you're not acting as though you are better than men. You're not acting as though you are deserving and better than anything that men can give you. Men should be so scared to even touch or speak to a goddess. But why would they when you're not treating yourself as that goddess, that prize energy in the first place? Baby, nobody is scared of average. I'm not. And you shouldn't be either. No one is scared of basic. I'm not. And you shouldn't be either. If you want men to treat you differently, you have to embody the prize and not just use it as a way to say that you are better than men. Because that is what I am seeing on social media. And then when I be like, oh, yes, sis, I be co-signing. Y'all, that's the reason I don't co-sign no more either. That's the reason I don't co-sign anymore. Because as soon as I be like, yes, sis, tell them you the prize. Then I go to your page or your social media and I realize you may be using that to say you're the prize, but you're not moving as such. You out there spending time with jailbirds and you better call Tyrone type of guys. You out here spending time with men that should not even be able to kiss the bottom of your heel. You're out here giving men that should not be able to even smell the nectar between your legs. Baby, act like the prize. Embody that energy. Stop sitting here walking around talking about you are the prize and you're not treating yourself as such. You're not acting as such. You're not moving as such. A man can have you for a 2-for-1. Where they do that at? That's not prize energy. Prize energy is actually being so hard to obtain that men are doing any and everything they can to show you that they are worthy. But when you make it easy, baby, that's basic. Just to let you know. Some women are gonna unfollow me just from this video because you don't want to hear the truth. You want to believe that you are the prize because you said so. You aren't. Move as such. Act as such. Have standards as though you are the prize. Stop giving everything away for free and then thinking that people are going to treat you accordingly. Well, thinking that people aren't going to treat you accordingly, because if you give it away for free, baby, everybody's going to stand in that lunch line. Everybody's going to stand in that lunch line. Everybody's going to stand in that 2-for-1 sale. Stop acting basic and average, but requesting prize status. You're not even exhibiting it. You're not even emoting it. You're not even being it. No one will tell you the truth, but oh my gosh, why can't I? I have to, because I know it's a heart-centered message for me to tell you. God is telling me to tell you all that if you want better treatment, you have to treat yourself better first. You have to act and move in a different manner. You can't move like these average, basic women and then expect prize energy. It doesn't work that way. And yes, it may get lonely along the journey, but you will be so happy on the other end. You'll be so happy that you move differently. You'll be so happy when you see you're living the life of your dreams and your desires. When some other women who weren't bold enough to take back control, they didn't achieve that because they still believe that there is no control and they have no control of the life that they live. I'm telling you, everything that you want, everything that you desire has your name on it. Everything that you want, everything that you desire is in the palm of your hand. Everything that you want, everything that you desire, you can literally speak and it shall happen. But we have to move differently. You can no longer move like the average basic woman. Only thing you're going to get is average basic woman things. If you spend your time giving it away for free, you're going to get that 2-for-1 sale and that lunch line, that free lunch line. If you spend your time lowering your standards, you're going to get that 2-for-1 sale and that free lunch line. If you spend your time trying to please everybody in your circle, and that's for family members and friends, you're going to get that 2-for-1 sale and that free lunch line. If you spend your time minimizing yourself, making yourself small, wanting to ask for permission instead of take it, you're going to be getting that 2-for-1 sale and that free lunch line. You're going to get the same thing that the basic average woman is getting. You can't get something above your pay grade, baby. Stop moving just like you see these other women doing. You have to move differently. You cannot be like them and get a different result. It doesn't work that way. How and where should one start the level up on the inside? Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me get me a little bit of water. Hold on a second. I've been talking a lot. All right. One, the first way in order to level up is to read. Some of y'all don't like to read. I love to read. I always release a book list of what I'm currently reading. Right now, I released something on my community page. It is called The Audacity to Be Queen. Her name is Gina DeVere. It is a great book. Not necessarily because of the, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, she doesn't really promote the provider thing, but she does promote reaching that queendom and leveling up and evolving and having the understanding of feminine and masculine energy and realizing that masculine and feminine energy has no gender. So it's a very good book. So read or get you an Audible. If you don't like reading, listen in your car. Listen while you walk around the house. Read and listen. Get around like-minded women. Stop being in spaces that tell you can't have something because you're really brainwashing yourself to believe that you can't have it. That is the reason why you get so many different platforms talking about, oh, I can't have this because of my skin color. I can't have this because of the type of man or race of man. I can't have this because I don't have any money. I can't have this because I'm not wealthy. You get in these spaces, they brainwash you. Get around like-minded women who have a different outlook, so that you can embody that energy and take it upon yourself and learn from the women that have already achieved it. Get in spaces of women who've already achieved it. Some of the best coaches that you're going to find is women who know what they're talking about. Honestly, a review should not matter for a coach. I'm going to tell you this, review shouldn't matter for coaches or mentors. Why? Because the woman or the guy that you are getting information from, they should be an example of where you're going. If you're trying to get to a specific destination and it's about marriage, why are y'all following people who are single who don't know anything about marriage? Why are you getting information from an unmarried person, but you desire marriage? Stop being in these type of spaces. And I'm not saying that because I create content, I could care less. I'm teaching you how to evolve and level up your mentality. And get in this way, you'll be able to take on the energy that they have and the information that they have, and you can go to that next level. You can't do that if they haven't been any further than you have. So stop getting in spaces where these people are not the example of their information. Trust me when I tell you, if a person knows what they're talking about, they are the example of what they talk about. They cannot possibly give you information to go or achieve something if they haven't done it for themselves. Now, if you want to be in these spaces for inspiration, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying, find your tribe. Find like-minded women to be around either in real life or online. I don't care where you get it. Spend time by yourself so that you can recognize your voice. Because a lot of us are listening to too many people. Trust me when I tell you, one of the things I do know is that I have the answers for me. I was born with them, and you were born with your answers. You know what you need to do internally. That's the reason why when you make a decision, your intuition goes off like an alarm clock. You know everything that you need to do and every move you need to make. Learn to sit with yourself and be present with yourself to find your direction. Stop depending on any and everybody to get the direction that you really don't need. Now, if you want to be around like-minded people who are on that same path, find your tribe, online or in person. It really doesn't matter. Get around women that are on similar journeys. Nothing wrong with it. If she get around women who are on similar journeys. Nothing wrong with having somebody for support. Get around, even if they're not on that journey exactly, let's be around women who care about you, who want to see you win, who want to see you have these things, even if they can't imagine them for themselves. These are the things that I would say to level up and how to evolve. And stop turning away good, constructive criticism, especially if it's going to help you level up. Stop getting all in your feels to the point you can't listen. Hi. We have been conditioned to average and noble is and stop it. Absolutely. Like another thing, and this is off topic, and then I'm gonna get ready to get off because it's almost time for lunch. Have y'all noticed something? And y'all can tell me if I'm off base or not, because there's something I keep seeing is very prominent, especially on social media with men. I noticed that men are being taught to be mediocre. Like while women are being taught to be above average, to be a pedestal wife, men are being taught to be mediocre. That is the very reason why you can't really get information from men on social media, because they're being taught to be mediocre. I haven't come across men that are teaching other men to be above average. I've been coming across men who are teaching other men to be mediocre, to be feminine, to be less than, to not be leaders. So you have to be very careful with what you can is conditioned to you, especially when it comes to social media. Every time you're on my platform, you're being brainwashed by me. Okay. And I'm not even trying to brainwash you. That's the interesting thing. But the more of me, you're going to pick up my thinking and what I believe and perceive of the world. And if it's a good thing, then great. But if it was a bad thing, then it's going to affect you in your real world. So you need to be very careful what you take in, because I keep seeing mediocrity is being promoted. Mediocrity is being promoted and it's being pushed heavily. Yes, there are some women who are pushing mediocrity because of the fact that's their thinking. That's the limited thinking that they have. They truly doesn't believe there's anything to offer. They don't have anything to offer but mediocrity. So they'll continue to push it. I had that happen on TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, then you've probably seen it yourself. I have women come for me daily. They come for me daily. If they're combative and just nasty, I block them. But if they're just giving their viewpoint and it's different from mine, I don't block them. I let them speak their points or whatever. But I realized that a lot of them come for me because I'm saying go and get everything. I'm telling you, get everything that you're due. You do not want to leave this world and realize that do y'all imagine the conversation? Like imagine a conversation. Y'all know I'm silly. Y'all know I'm a little goofy and delusional, right? Can y'all imagine a conversation when you get with your good Lord and he says, look, do you know that your name was on that? And you're like, what? What do you mean my name was on it? Do you know I made the path easy for you? I put mentors, coaches in your way. I even suggested the correct books for you, and your name was on it, but you denied it because of what you were hearing by your family members and friends. Can y'all imagine that conversation with God that you denied your heart-centered mission, your purpose, the things that you're supposed to obtain that had your name on it, and you didn't get it or do it because people were encouraging mediocrity and you sat back and you decided to sit down. Can you imagine that conversation? Would you really want to sit in that seat where God is telling you your name was on certain things and you didn't get it because you didn't believe you could have it? You surrounded yourself with mediocrity and mediocre people. You surrounded yourself and brainwashed yourself on social media that you wasn't deserving of it. You didn't qualify. Can y'all imagine that conversation? I don't want to be having that conversation with God. I don't want to have that conversation that everything with my name on it, I denied it or declined it or rejected it because I didn't believe or that I deserved it. I want to have conversations of celebration of him saying, hey, well done, child. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear like you had this. Like I sent people to tell you and you ignored the message. I sent people to tell you that it was yours and you still declined it and rejected it because you didn't believe you can have it. Can you imagine the conversation? Can you imagine the conversation that some of y'all gonna have with God? I kind of want to be a fly on the wall because if you were on this live stream, I told you. I told you. He used me to tell you. He used me to tell you somebody who has speech issues. He used you to tell you somebody who wasn't able to walk. I told you that you had it and your name was on it. If you decide to reject it, that is on you, boo. I've noticed that a lot of women are suffering from trauma and modern day brainwashing. Do you recommend therapy as a good starting point for these types of women? Absolutely. Y'all know I believe in therapy. I believe that some people cannot do it on their own. The damage is too much. I recommend therapy in my coaching. If you coach with me, you know, I'd be like, hey, I need you to go ahead and start speaking with a therapist. So I believe in therapy. I've had therapy myself. And it was so useful. I do not regret therapy. I'm so happy that I have some tools that help me evolve and level up mentally. Because how can I give you a message if I'm broken? I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to give you a message if I'm broken. So if you're suffering from trauma or brokenness and brainwashing, it is time to get therapy where therapy is needed. Stop ignoring the fly on the wall. The desires of your heart are God speaking to you. Honor it. Honor it. Y'all got to stop ignoring it because I already know. If you resonate with my message, if you are gravitating towards my platform and community, God is trying to tell you something. He's speaking through me to you to get you off your laurels, to get you stop being stagnant and standing still. He wants you to reach the greatness that you are supposed to reach. He's using someone who had speech issues, walking issues, all of these issues in order to tell you that your name is on it. Stop denying it, rejecting it, or turning it away. It is yours. I don't want you to have that conversation about why you didn't go after it. Why did you deny me? Why did you reject it? You're supposed to have everything your name is on. So you do not have to sit here and stress. And that should be good news to my baby pedestal wives who are so stressed out about doing or saying or being the right thing. Don't concern yourself with it. because the man that is yours, his name, your name is all over him. Your name is all over him. He is yours. You do not have to do anything special. You don't have to jump through hoops. You don't have to prove yourself. Only thing you have to do is be above average, a pedestal wife. You have to embody that prize energy. You have to be and communicate these things well. And you will have the husband of your dreams and your desires. Start rejecting what God is sitting in front of you. All right, so I don't see any other questions. I'm gonna get ready to get off here because it's like 2:13. I am tired, but it was needed to. I need to go to lunch though, definitely, because y'all know I intermittent fast, so it's way past my time to eat. I knew you were the truth when you recognized that we're all different. There is no way. There is no one way. Y'all stop getting caught up in this. Oh, am I? Oh, here's another one. Then I definitely got to get ready to go. Y'all stop sitting here stressing yourself out, talking about, am I moving feminine? Am I moving masculine? Oh, is this not feminine? Y'all, all these things are uniquely to you. Everybody is different. We're not a monolith. Stop thinking it looks the same as mine. You're not. You're going to look uniquely you. And you should, because that's what makes you unique and special. You don't want to look like me. You don't want to move like me. You don't want to talk like me. I want you to be the better version of you. That is what you're supposed to do. And trust me, your name is on it, so you don't have to concern yourself about, is it feminine, is it masculine, am I making the right choice, what if, in all these scenarios that y'all go through. Stop right now. Have faith outside of yourself that everything is going to work to your betterment. Everything is yours. Oh, baby, you trying to get me in trouble, but you know my answer. Do you think it's wise to follow level up femme coaches who are overweight? I'm going to say this with all love. Y'all know I never come for women. That's not my goal. But I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't. Because being overweight is beyond just the weight. I don't think people realize that people hide behind the weight. People tend to wrap themselves in insecurities and negative thinking and negative thoughts. It's not just being overweight or their bodies. A lot of people would think, oh, it's because of the fact that I'm saying that you should be a certain size. I would never tell you that. Anybody that asks me about weight, I always tell you it's about shape and health. That is the most important thing, and how you feel about yourself. Because if you're overweight, your self-confidence isn't where it needs to be. And a lot of people do not want to face that. A lot of times we don't want to face that the weight is wrapped in negative thinking, negative thoughts, trauma. It's usually a sign that there is something going on that we need to address. So when I take information or follow a feminine coach that is overweight, absolutely not. Why? Because I already know that there's some internal things going on that person needs to deal with. And it's not necessarily the weight. Perfect. Thank you, Pedestal. It's a symptom. It is a symptom. How do I know? I've been overweight. So I can actually attest to this, and I can speak on this. I feel safe speaking on this because I have been overweight myself. And when I was overweight, I was sick. When I was overweight, my confidence suffered. When I was overweight, I couldn't have directed you all out of a wet paper bag. I wouldn't have had the ability to do so. So no, I would not follow any coach that is like super overweight, because I know that there's some issue there. And especially if they're not addressing it, especially if they're not open to doing the work and addressing it. If they're not addressing this, no, I would not follow them, because y'all might get me in trouble. Y'all can get me in trouble, but y'all know I don't care. I don't care, because I've been overweight myself, and I know what issues that are there. I know that it's all, a lot of times there's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes internally that is you're trying to protect yourself from the weight. You're packing on pounds for a reason, and it has everything to do with what's going on internally. It has nothing to do with the physical look. And if you haven't addressed that and you're not self-aware to what's going on, why would you be directing or helping other women to their own glow up? Because this means that you're not very self-aware about what's going on internally with yourself. So no, I would not. Because I've met plenty of overweight coaches and relationship experts and gurus, and I already know what it is. I already know what it is. Because what we do is human nature to hide from our issues by wrapping ourselves in fat. And I know that sounds horrible, but that's exactly what we do. And I've done it myself. So I'm speaking about myself. I have had some things going on internally, and I just wrapped myself in fat. I just kept eating, and self-soothing. I did that video about self-soothing. So I know what unhealthy looks when you're going on the verge of you're not caring about being overweight and you're not addressing the elephant in the room, and you're not advising, and then especially if you're not advising your community that, hey, just because I'm going through this specific thing, you shouldn't do it. Y'all know I'll be quick to tell you, hey, I'm doing this, don't do it. Because I'm self-aware. And it's more about me not harming other women. I don't want you to think that it is a healthy thing to do for yourself. And I think a lot of people are not very honest when it comes to overweight, because they don't have the confidence that they think in the first place. And they know it. They absolutely do know it. Because how can I direct you if I'm not having the results? Like, the results are very important. I think we got too many coaches that they know good and well their reality does not match anywhere what they're advertising or giving information to other women about. They already know this. And I think that's very deceptive. Very deceptive. And I can't get on with that. But the weight is just not weight. It's all internal things that are going on. So yes, I would absolutely say that person would need to self-reflect, do the work for themselves, and then get out there. Because I'm not saying they don't have anything to offer because they are overweight. Honestly, they have something to offer, but maybe not necessarily in that area or of expertise. Is it safe to say that losing weight is inner and outer work at the same time? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you've been following my platform, y'all know at one time I was 250 pounds or more. And I can tell you my mentality was trash. I didn't feel good about myself. I was absolutely sick. My self-confidence was in the toilet. And the only thing I could do is self-soothe. And that means eat more food to soothe myself, because I was going through so much internally and it showed outwardly. So I would say I've always been very adamant about women losing weight, being at your best, healthy. Healthy is really the goal, right? It's not just about the shape. The shape is wonderful. Looking like that, having that hourglass is beautiful. But I would not trade. I would rather have health first. Being healthy is very important. You're learning as you get older that your knees can only handle so much. You're learning as you get older that your what's the word? Not livelihood, but your ability to live in the manner that you desire is cut in half the more weight that you have on your body. Think about it. How many overweight 80-year-olds do you know? I don't know many. Most of the ones that I know, they're very sick or in rest homes. And I don't desire the outcome. And I know that once you deal with the internal things that are going on, you will lose weight. It actually becomes easier to lose weight when you deal with the things that are going on behind the scenes, instead of just focus on getting to a smaller frame. Do the work. It works both ways. When you do the inner work, trust me, you will have so much success and lose weight. And that will come naturally to you. Should we do a video on how to lose weight by doing the inner work? I think we should, because that's how I did it. And it's a lot easier for me to lose weight just because of the inner work that I am doing. The weight is just falling off. So y'all done got me in trouble enough. But we okay over here. We're fine. But I have to honestly tell the truth. It's not in me to avoid or lie. Okay? It's not in me to avoid a lie. I like to be authentic and truthful as I possibly can, even if the question is a little stressing because I'm on social media and anything I say will affect my community. When I gain 10 pounds, I look on the inside, it's stressing and worry. Absolutely. When I gain weight, I know that it is things out, it's things that are happening. It's either I have taken away time by myself, or maybe I'm not spending time by myself. Maybe I'm not taking the extra time to get on the treadmill, or maybe I'm stressed out because I'm trying to get everybody everywhere, but I'm not taking care of me. So pounds on the outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. And I've learned to pay attention to it. I literally gained 10 pounds because I was so stressed out because I pretty much almost lost my husband twice. I almost lost him twice, and I had to get back to center. I had to center myself. I had to get back to doing the inner work and spending time by myself. So I do the same thing, Pedestal wife. I look inside and see what's going on, and I drop that weight very quickly. That weight is coming off very quickly. I used to binge, and the journey of sitting through those emotions has been a journey. But the joy of not giving in is so rewarding. Absolutely, because when you realize that it's all internal, it's all mental, it's easier. It becomes easier to lose weight. Maybe I'll do some content around it, especially if you all are interested in it, because I think that we negate to think about the internal factors that cause us to gain weight. A lot of us want to talk about the outside factors, not having time enough to work out, or not having the money to buy healthy food. We're not looking at it from the way of, hey, if we look inner, we do the internal work, it's easier to lose weight. Weight just tends to fall right on off of you. Once you address your thinking and do the internal work, you're going to lose weight so fast, it might even scare you for a moment. Great topic, because I know it scared me. I lost a lot of weight very fast, and I was like, hold up, is this healthy? But then I was like, I looked it up, and I was like, it's healthy for me. Because like I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying over and over and over, we're not all the same. We're not. What's healthy for me may not be healthy for you. I can tell you look good, Brill. You rebounded nicely. My coach knows how to get in line. Absolutely. And will at all times, because I know it is better for me to practice what I preach instead of sitting up here as a fraud. And that's another thing that, oh my gosh, social media drives me crazy. Y'all need to actually tap into your intuition, then you'll be able to recognize a fraud when you see a fraud. You won't be taken in by a pretty pay face or success. But thank you so much. I appreciate your compliment, babe. Trust me, I recognize when I'm out of line. Because if y'all saw my videos, go back a couple of videos. Y'all will see I had gained at least 10 pounds. And it wasn't looking good on me. My face just kept getting, y'all can see in my face first, it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I was stressed out. Like I was in a position that I have never been in since I've gotten married. I was literally online trying to find out, how do I